Ratio. A ratio is a way of comparing two or more quantities of the same kind. Ratios can be written as A to B or A over B. Examples: Taonga and Tabona shared money in the ratio 3 to 4 respectively. If Taonga received 4,200 kwacha, calculate the total amount of money that was shared. So, the 3 belongs to Taonga and the 4 belongs to Tabona. So we are going to say 3 to 4,200, 4 to X. We don't know what Tabona got. So we are going to say 4 to X. From here, we are going to cross multiply. So we'll say 3X is equal to 4,200 times 4. When you multiply 4,200 times 4, you get 16,800. To find the value of X, we'll divide both sides by 3. Our X will be equal to 5,600. So this is what Tabona got. To find the total amount that was shared, we have to add what Taonga got plus what Tabona got. So we'll say total amount is equal to 4,200 plus 5,600, which is going to give us 9,800 kwacha. Mr. Banda bought a sachet of sweets and shared them between Thabo and Sepo in the ratio 3 to 5 respectively. If Sepo received 25 sweets, find the total number of sweets in the sachet. So for this question, we'll solve it a bit different from the way we did the first one. There are different ways you can solve, but your answer will still be the same. So we'll find what the equal parts were. So we'll say 3 plus 5 will give us 8. So there were 3 equal parts which were shared. Since there were 8 equal parts, we'll add 3 plus 5. There were 8 equal parts which were shared. And then we are told that Thabo and Sepo shared in the ratio 3 to 5. So we'll get 5 over 8 because there were 8 equal parts. We'll form a fraction. So we'll say 5 over 8 times the total number of sweets, which we don't know, should give us 25. So we are going to say 5x should be equal to, we'll cross multiply, 25 times 8 will give us a 200. To find the value of x, we'll divide both sides by 5. Our x is equal to 40. Therefore, there were 40 sweets in the sachet. So if you want, you can find the total number like that, where you find the number of equal parts by adding the ratios. Or if you want, you can solve the way we did the first one, where you say 3 to x because we don't know what Thabo got, and then 5 to 25. Cross multiply, solve for x, whatever you find, add to 25, you still get 40 sweets. So the total number of sweets was 40. In an election, 80,000 people voted. The votes candidates A, B, and C got were in the ratio 9 to 5 to 2 respectively. How many votes did candidate B receive? I'll read that again. In an election, 80,000 people voted. The votes that candidates A, B, and C got were in the ratio 9 to 5 to 2 respectively. How many votes did candidate B receive? So we'll solve this one like the way we solved the second one, where we'll get the number of equal parts. So we'll add 9 plus 5 plus 16 first, and then we'll form a fraction to find how many votes candidate B received. So we are going to say 9 plus 5 plus 2, which is going to give us a 16. And then we'll get the 5 as our numerator, since we are looking for candidate B, over the total number of equal parts, that will be our denominator 16, times the total number of people who voted to find what candidate B got. So we'll say candidate B received 5 over 16 times 80,000. If you divide 16 into 16, you get a 1. 16 into 80 will give you a 5. Multiply 5 times 5,000. You'll find that candidate B received 25,000 votes. We can always find what candidate B and candidate A got. So to find what candidate A got, we'll say 9 over 16 times 80,000. So if you multiply 9 times 5,000, you find that candidate A got 45,000. We can always find what candidate C got. We'll say 2 over 16 times 80,000. 2 times 5,000 will give us a 10,000. So if you add what candidate A, B, and C got, you should be able to get the total number of people who voted, which is 80,000 people. The last question. Mr. Chiyaka bought 3 bicycles at 2,100 kwacha for his workers. How much would he need if he wanted to buy 7 bicycles of the same type? Mr. Chiyaka bought 3 bicycles at 2,100 kwacha for his workers. How much would he need if he wanted to buy 7 bicycles of the same type? So this last one, we are going to use the unitary method. The unitary method is where we are going to find the price of 1 bicycle. So we are going to say 3 cost 2,100 kwacha. What did 1 bicycle cost? So we'll say 1 to x. From here, we'll cross multiply. We'll say 3 times x will be equal to 2,100 times 1. So 3x will be equal to 2,100. To find the value of x, we'll divide both sides by 3. Our x will be equal to 700. So it means each bicycle costs 700 kwacha. Now, to find the cost of 7 bicycles, we are going to multiply the cost of 1 bicycle, which is 700 kwacha, times 7. So we are going to say total amount was 7 times 700 kwacha, which is equal to 4,900 kwacha. Mr. Chiyaka spent 4,900 kwacha on 7 bicycles. As simple as that.